Hi, I'm Jocelyn. Welcome to Fast Easy Vegan. Today we're not working out of the book. We're doing a recipe that's really simple, takes a little bit of time, so worth it. Romesco sauce. So let's look at the ingredients first. We are wanting 2 red peppers halved and cleaned, 2 plum tomatoes, also halved, a whole head of garlic, and 1 piece of bread. This is 2 small ends, so I'm using that stale, if you will. A 1/2 cup of nuts of your choice. Now, mostly it's hazelnuts, which are very hard to get in this country, or almonds, and I prefer walnuts. I love the flavor of walnuts. So whatever nut you choose, first of all, be aware that it's going to change the flavor a little bit. And also you want whatever nut you choose, get them toasted. So in addition, we also want a teaspoon of pimento. This is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Pimento or paprika. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this. And if you have an opportunity, you can get this on Amazon. But if you ever come across De La Vera paprika, get it. It's flavor like nothing else, and it is magnificent. But use whatever paprika you have, and you can use smoked or sweet, whichever you like. Again, understanding it's going to change the flavor either way. And finally, a tablespoon of vinegar. Mostly it's sherry vinegar, but honestly, I'm such a fan of balsamic. I love it, so I always use that. Okay, so there are 2 steps to this. The first step is roasting these peppers, tomatoes, and garlic. So we're going to put them in a 400 oven for about 40 minutes. And what we're aiming to do here is blister the skins and cook the garlic. All right, so that goes in the oven, and when I pull it out, we'll talk some more. 40 minutes later, we have some roasted vegetables. What is the next step? Well, we can take the garlic and just put that aside and let that cool off in its own time. For these things, fresh out of the oven, we want to put them in a bowl to cool and to steam. The reason being that steam is going to loosen up those skins, and they can get pulled off very easily once this stuff is cooled off. Okay, these are the tomatoes. I'm going to pull those skins off too. Okay, so. And needless to say, these things really shrink down. So once you have your tomatoes and peppers in a bowl, you want to cover that bowl with a plate, or I don't like using plastic, but if that's what you use, do it. Anyway, make it airtight. And leave that to cool, and I'll see you at the next simple step. So everything's cooked and cooled and ready to do. So let's start doing. So these little papery skins off the bell peppers. You know, if you don't want to do all this baking, you can also just buy a couple jars of water-packed roasted bell peppers. Same thing. And then you can blanch the tomatoes, but roasting gives vegetables such magnificent flavor. So see how easily these come off? The skins on the tomatoes are really papery and easy to get rid of. Same thing with the peppers. It just pulls right off. There it is, like peeling a sunburned. Huh. Haven't done that in a long time. Okay. That just fell right off. Romesco sauce. It's similar to muhammara, which I've got a video of, and you should check that out because it's amazing and actually takes less time than Romesco. Okay, so this stuff, I'm gonna put this right in the bowl of food processor, and you do need a food processor for this. Let's tear up those stale bread. Can be any kind of bread. This happens to be sourdough. The vinegar, the sweet paprika, and half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of toasted walnuts or any other kind of nut you prefer. And here's the head of garlic. And you can either squeeze the garlic out or, you know, depending on what's easier. If the papery skins let go of it, then by all means do that. Okay, there we go. All right, everything's in here. Everything is ready to go. We're gonna zoom it and get it all mushy, and then we're gonna taste. So be right back for that. Here it is, company food. Definitely company food. Use it as a dip. Mix it into pasta sauce to give it a little je ne sais quoi. Smoky and meaty and rich without being rich, and it is divine. So it's worth the trouble. Put it on. I think what I'm going to use it for tonight, we're having, I've got a big half a head of cauliflower I need to use up, so I'm going to put some of this in with it, give it flavor and texture. So enjoy Romesco sauce. So simple, lengthy in preparation, but worth it. See you next week. Have a great week.